Hey nerds, it's me, Danny. Welcome back to Comics and. Today we are joined by a very special guest that I am so excited about. She's the star of SYFY's latest and one of my current favorite series, Revival. Martha Cypress herself, Miss Romy Weltman. Comics and powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.io.link. So, Romy Weltman, thank you so much for coming on Comics and. My goodness.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I love Revival. I absolutely love it. I love your character, and for a very, very, very specific reason. We'll get into that in a second, but your character is incredibly unique, absolutely one of a kind. But I want to hear from you. Who is Martha Cypress? Like, how would you describe her to someone who's never seen the show and has no idea?
Well, I would say that there's two Martha Cypresses. There's one before Revival Day, and then there's the new Martha Cypress that I would call real M, like real M. But M before Revival Day was a very shy, awkward, fragile, sheltered young woman who honestly was really doubted and just made to feel small and made to feel less than what she was capable of. She also does have a bone condition called OI. And also because of that, it led her to suffer with addiction as well. So that was all that she was carrying with her before Revival Day, also having lost her mom 2 years prior. So dealing with a lot of heavy internal battles, and not really in a house where she could talk about things so openly and safely. But then after Revival Day, which is the day that the dead come back to life, Martha Cypress finds out that everything that has made her feel small and weak are actually her superpowers. And she starts realizing that she's pretty badass. She
Yeah.
is capable. She's strong both in her mind and with her body. And she's starting to really explore and live life for herself and actually experience things on her own. So that's the Martha we're with now.
Now, speaking of Martha's condition, osteogenesis imperfecta, this is a condition I am intimately familiar with. I myself am physically disabled. I have several orthopedic conditions, some of which are very, very similar to osteo imperfecta. And my closest friend that I actually grew up with in Shriners Hospital for Children, she had osteo imperfecta. She passed away a few years ago. But being able to see a character like M on screen as a superhero, and not just any superhero, but her disability, that thing that felt that we can feel quite often holds us back, becomes her actual superpower. I mean, I in my lifetime as a massive sci-fi and comic book nerd, I've never seen that approach that way before. And so for someone like me, I mean, that was just world expanding. That was just amazing to see it. The way you have portrayed her, the anger, the depression, the second guessing of her own self and her own reality, it's it's absolutely very well done. So I wanted to ask you, how did you, Romy, approach Martha's OI?
Well, first, I want to start by saying I'm really sorry for your loss, and I appreciate you sharing that all with me because that means the world. And to know that it's resonating with you, then like I got emotional. I don't know, like I really, really, you don't know how much that means to me, and it's something that I took very seriously. I didn't want to take it lightly. I didn't want to take anything about M lightly, but especially her battles. So I did a lot of research. I'm staring at it. I always talk about this little journal, but it's so full of so much research about OI and addiction. I must be honest. I knew about OI, but I didn't have as much knowledge as I did after booking M. And I'm always really grateful when I get to play a role that requires me to learn something because I think us as humans. We don't know everything, and we're ignorant if we think we do. And every day you should try to learn something new. So to get the opportunity to represent a community of people and to play a character who is going through so much, I don't take lightly. And it was just really important to me that I understood. I watched a lot of videos, I did a lot of research. I did the same with mental health as well. That was also important to me, especially with the addiction and depression. I just wanted to make sure that everything was resonating with the people that it needed to. And I also just like that moment of what we're talking about, which is in episode 6, where Em makes that choice where she realizes that her arm is literally breaking and that she can actually just break it and kill somebody. That moment was like, when I read that, everything clicked. And I was like, oh yeah, this is somebody really figuring out what they are capable of. And it's so funny because I think like I have anxiety, and for so long people make you think, oh, so you're anxious. But I'm like, no, actually me being anxious makes me, I think, a better person because I think a lot more about how people are thinking. I think that the things that people think make us weak are actually what makes us unique in who we are. So I think I just really wanted to make sure that that all showed through it.
Well, you did absolutely beautifully. My dear friend Nicole, she would have absolutely loved the show. She would have absolutely loved that character. I mean, I could hear her in my head, watching you play her. The thing you do with your shoulders, perfect. Absolutely perfect. You have done amazing, and you have created this character with Luke and Aaron that a very small percentage of the population of I mean, women have never gotten to see on screen and experience. So kudos to you. You've done absolutely wonderful with that. And Thank you so much because it's just super cool. She's so badass. Like the using her arm to kill someone. I mean, why not? That's so cool.
I mean, it seems pretty valid to me.
I mean, it's a stabbing thing and you're in the moment.
It's sharp.
Yeah.
It'll definitely do the trick.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you!